I am Savvy Mike, and this is Savvy Reviews. And well, this is my season 1 review of A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Oh, scratch that. Spoiler review, by the way. If you don't know, whenever I review a TV show over here at Savvy Reviews, we like to talk about the things that fall under the umbrella of movies and television. But whenever I talk about a TV show, especially a show like this, I guess, like if it's 30 minutes, if it's in and out, might as well just tell you what happened. So this is a spoiler review, so be warned. I'm going to get into what happens in this season of A Knight of the Nine Kingdoms, because I guess it's not 7 kingdoms, it's 9. Shout out to Egg for giving us some knowledge on that. But this is going to be my overview of the whole season while also talking about the last episode. Now, in this last episode, basically, this is more like the epilogue of what happened in episode 5. In episode 5, the king, the one that everybody loved, Baylor, fell, unfortunately, to his brother's hand, to his brother's mace. And so in this episode, we see him deal with that. And in it, he offers Dunk the chance to not only train Egg, but come be amongst the Targaryens and get some training as well. But Dunk says no, he doesn't want to be a part of that. He's done with princes, as you can understand, because he's been through hell dealing with this one prince. Well, these 2 princes, to be honest. And so you basically see all of that happen in the dynamic with what was going on there. Egg is eavesdropping. And of course, he wants to go with Dunk. He doesn't want to be amongst the Targaryens because, in a sense, as he feels this Targaryen blood seed through him, he becomes about as sadistic and as evil as most of them are. And that's just an opinion. Some people think the Targaryens are good, others, smart, don't want to fuck with niggas that tame dragons. But hey, that's just me. Regardless of it, Egg feels that in his blood, and he also attempts to kill his brother Aerion, the one that started all this shit, because he's a fucking dickhead. But hey, like I said, the guy that killed his brother Baylor, I forget his name, he's dealing with this as well. So, and Egg is his son, also Aerion is his son. So his sons are beefing, and to the point where they want to see each other dead, and he just doesn't know what to do about it. So he wants Egg to get some training, be Dunk's squire, because he looks up to him and he is a noble knight, as they all have found out. And Dunk just wants no parts of it. So in the end, Dunk realized that if Egg stays amongst these Targaryens, he's going to become a dickhead. And so he's like, look, I'll take him, but he has to be a peasant like me. He has to, basically live my life. We can't live the life of the Targaryens and eat the meat y'all eat. No, we gonna be some savages out here. Fuck it. So he can actually turn into a real nigga and be a noble king one day and not a dickhead. Totally understandable. But he disagrees, says that's his youngest son. He might not have another son after that. So he's just like, no, I can't let him go off and be a peasant with you, dog. So Dunk says, okay, does what he has to do, get ready to leave, and boy, who pops up? Egg. Now we're thinking, oh, well, maybe he had a change of heart. Egg is here now to go off with Dunk and have some adventures as a squire. Can't wait to see what these next seasons are about. But in the little end credits, or when the show ends and the little last part of it, basically Egg did what he did in the beginning of the season in running away and not telling anybody where he was about to be at and going with Dunk. So I guess at some point they're going to run it back into each other again. We're going to get this whole hoopla as well. So, I'm not really a fan of, starting a season 2 where season 1 in a sense began, but it'll be different this time, I guess, and it'll be a new adventure. So I love these characters. I love Dunk. I love Egg. I love the story that they told in this season. While the first few episodes are a bit slow, it takes a while to get to it, but once it gets to it, it's peak Game of Thrones. Episode 5 was amazing. Some of the best television I ever watched, for sure, as far as the cinematics of it all and the fight scenes. And it was all done to its peak level. They did the best they could. And while I enjoyed the story elements of it all, episode 4 through 5 are the best episodes for sure. And 6, wraps a nice little bow over it, and it makes you look forward to the next season. And apparently we're getting that next year. Apparently there's a lot of seasons planned for this. Apparently there's 4 through 5 seasons planned as Egg as a kid, and then they're gonna wait 10 years till you grow up, and then we're gonna get 4 through 5 seasons of him as a teenager, I guess, and then they're gonna wait 10 more years, and we're gonna get him as a king. I'm like, Dunk's gonna be old as shit by that point. We're talking about 30 years of television, or 20 at least. I gotta wait for this kid to be old just to get the end of this story. I'm gonna be old. We'll see. Anyway, enjoyed this season. Anyway, look, I guess we'll be here 20 years later. Find the series finale of A Night of the Nine Kingdoms, because you could just change the title like that, apparently. We'll be here. That would be crazy. Mark this. Look, if we're back here in 20 years talking about this show, I'm gonna be shocked. I'll be like, well, it's Game of Thrones at the end of the day, so this IP is going to continue to churn out regardless of it, and it's going to have a new home soon in Netflix, if that goes right. But yeah, either way, I'm there for it. 4 out of 5 salves from me on this season 1 of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. While it wasn't perfect television, it was still good television for me. Paced pretty well, in my opinion. Like I said, the first 3 episodes sets it has to set it all up. And it's, there's a lot of exposition, but hey, I think it was still paced well enough for me to enjoy it. And then 4 through 6, that's when we get the shits. So I like it. Either way, I would take longer episodes of this. So hopefully there's a plan to make these episodes longer. Hopefully, who knows? Maybe they're just gonna keep it short form like this, or even give us longer seasons. 6 episodes. I guess this was just to see if people like it. Well, we like it. Give us 12. I want to really watch some good television with Egg and Dunk. Anyways, either way, fire from me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, I'm Savvy Mike, and this is Savvy Reviews. Peace.